American Pickers star Frank Fritz doesn't run struggling store as shop faces backlash over cobweb-covered antiques. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star Frank Fritz isn't in charge of the day-to-day operations of the struggling store that bears his name, a source has revealed. Frank, 59, owns the antique store Frank Fritz Finds in Savannah, Illinois, which has received some customer backlash in recent months over reportedly bad conditions and broken merchandise. A source close to Frank exclusively told the U.S. Sun, he never ran the store. Frank would just take stuff up there and price it. Other than that, he's never ran the store himself. He used to drop stuff off, and people would see him and ask for autographs. He would ask the people up there, what's selling the most? What kind of stuff do I need up there? While the store does get replenished, according to the insider, Frank hasn't been the one picking items because of the stroke he suffered in July 2022. The source continued, it's time for Frank to get out to some buildings and look around at some junk he wants to take out there. Store struggles. The U.S. Sun has exclusively reported on the shop's struggles. In photos obtained by the U.S. Sun, the store's conditions could be seen, including images of junk throughout the shop. In one picture, there were pieces of wood stacked together with no antique description or price tag. Most rate in entertainment. In another, a basket filled with wood scraps could be seen in another corner. There were even random pieces of metal stacked together against the wall with no description or price. In another photo, there was a near-empty display case holding vintage soda cans, including a modern-day Coca-Cola can, likely trash left by a customer. There are also broken items in Frank's store, including drumsticks signed by the Mickey Utley Band. The glass case holding the merchandise was shattered. In another photo, a vintage mannequin could be seen covered in spiderwebs. More cobwebs were seen along a windowsill, and even a large spider could be spotted in the photo. Customer reviews. Customers of the store have posted reviews expressing their dissatisfaction with the antique shop. One customer said, nice people, but in all honesty, it was almost like seeing things that were left in an attic. It would not be my first choice to check out around the area. A second commented, I was a huge fan of the show. I stopped in to give Frank support and see what all the buzz was about. The place looked like an episode of Hoarders. A third complained, the store is truly full of hoarders junk. I was looking forward to visiting Frank's Finds, but left disappointed. This store is full of overpriced junk and old oil cans, signed by Frank for $55, $110 I will pass. Another wrote, don't waste your time. Old stuff that should have been tossed a long time ago that is way overpriced. The place is dumpy and not worth the drive. Was hoping Frank will open something better that's worth going to. The outside of the building is also in disarray as construction is being done to the upstairs property. Annual sales. The U.S. Sun also previously reported on the annual sales of Frank Fritz Finds. Per Experience Business Valuation Report for Frank Fritz Finds, estimated annual sales are reportedly $25,000. The company's business credit score is 27 and is medium risk. As for the financial stability risk ratings, the shop received a median high risk of 4 out of 5 rating. The report claims this means there is a 10% potential risk of severe financial distress within the next 12 months. Frank's conservatorship. Frank continues to recover today after suffering a stroke in July 2022. His close friends filed an emergency appointment of a temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired. The conservatorship papers obtained by the U.S. Sun revealed Frank did have plans to revamp the store amid his health crisis. The initial plan filed by conservator Midwest-owned bank read, Mr. Fritz is a well-known collector and has numerous outbuildings full of valuable collections. The conservator has not yet inventoried those items, but plans to leave them largely as they are now, with the exception of stocking Mr. Fritz's antique store in Savannah, as needed. Conservator is hopeful Frank will be able to participate in selection and pricing of items as he did previously. A source previously told the U.S. Sun Frank is walking again after the stroke left the right side of his body. Appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode. Mike announced Frank was no longer with the show in 2021. Frank Fritz, the beloved star of the popular television show American Pickers, has recently found himself embroiled in a controversy that has left fans questioning his involvement in the day-to-day operations of his antique store. The shop, which is known for its eclectic collection of vintage items, has faced backlash from customers and critics alike after pictures emerged showing the store in a state of disarray, with dust, cobwebs, and a general lack of upkeep. The backlash has been particularly intense, as many fans of the show expected a higher standard of presentation from the store that was supposed to reflect the passion and expertise seen on television. For those unfamiliar with the show, American Pickers follows Frank Fritz and his co-star Mike Wolfe as they travel across the United States, seeking out rare and valuable antiques. The show's success has turned both Fritz and Wolfe into household names, with fans regularly tuning in to see the pair unearth forgotten treasures in barns, garages, and estates across the country. The show has been praised for its authenticity and the way it celebrates the history of everyday items. But the recent turn of events in Fritz's own store has sparked questions about his commitment to the antique world outside the show. The store, located in Fritz's home state of Iowa, had long been a place where fans could visit and experience the types of items featured on American Pickers. With the show's success, the store was expected to capitalize on its popularity, serving as a space for visitors to purchase items seen on the show, as well as other unique antiques that Fritz and his team had acquired over the years. However, recent photographs taken inside the store have revealed a different picture. Cobwebs were seen hanging from various antiques, a thick layer of dust-covered tables and shelves, and the general lack of organization made the store appear more like a forgotten storage unit than a thriving business. The pictures quickly made their way onto social media, sparking outrage from fans who felt disappointed by the state of the store. Many questioned whether Fritz was even involved in the management of the shop, especially since his public persona has always been that of a dedicated and passionate to the backlash. Fritz has attempted to clarify his role in the store, stating that he does not run the day-to-day operations and that the shop is managed by a separate team. This revelation, however, has only added fuel to the fire. Fans of the show had long assumed that Fritz was actively involved in the store's operations, as his connection to the antiques was one of the key selling points of American Pickers. The fact that he has distanced himself from the management of the shop has led some to question his level of dedication to the business, and whether the store was simply a cash grab meant to capitalize on his fame. Some have speculated that Fritz's decision to step back from the store's operations may be a result of his ongoing health struggles. Fritz has been open about his health challenges in recent years, including a back injury that led to his absence from the later seasons of American Pickers. The injury, combined with other personal issues, has reportedly taken a toll on Fritz's ability to keep up with the demands of running both a television show and a business. It's possible that the physical and emotional strain of managing the store, in addition to his commitments to the show, became too overwhelming, leading to his decision to let others handle the daily tasks. Despite Fritz's attempts to explain his role, the damage has already been done. Many fans have expressed their disappointment, with some even going so far as to say that the state of the store tarnishes the image of American Pickers as a whole. For some, the store's disarray is a symbol of what happens when a business becomes more about the brand than the passion behind it. The photos of cobwebs and dust have raised concerns about whether the antique world, which Fritz helped bring into the spotlight, has lost its authenticity in favor of profit. It's also worth noting that the backlash is not just about the state of the store, but about what it represents. For years, American Pickers has been celebrated for its down-to-earth approach to antiques, showcasing the stories behind each item and highlighting the craftsmanship and history of forgotten treasures. Fans have come to expect a certain level of authenticity and care from the show and its stars. The condition of the store, however, has cast doubt on whether this level of dedication extends. Has also raised questions about the nature of fame and its impact on the people who achieve it. Fritz, who was once a humble collector and picker, now finds himself at the center of a media storm. As his fame grew, so too did the expectations placed on him, both by fans and by the businesses he's involved in. The criticism of his store could be seen as a reflection of how celebrity status can sometimes lead to unrealistic demands and pressures, making it difficult for individuals to meet the expectations set for them. While some fans have defended Fritz, arguing that he should not be solely responsible for the state of the store, the overall sentiment is one of disappointment. For many, the store was an extension of the values that made American pickers so appealing. Values like authenticity, passion, and a respect for history. The discovery of a dusty, cobweb-covered store has challenged those values, leaving fans to wonder if the show's stars are still as dedicated to their craft as they once were. In the wake of the controversy, there has been speculation about whether Fritz's involvement with the store will change. Some have suggested that Fritz may need to take a more active role in the management of the shop if he hopes to restore his reputation and salvage the business. Others believe that the damage has already been done, and that Fritz may need to distance himself even further from the store in order to preserve his public image. Despite the criticism, there are those who continue to support Fritz, pointing out that he is only human and that everyone has their flaws. Some have argued that the condition of the store may not necessarily reflect his passion for antiques, but rather the challenges he faces in balancing his personal life with his professional commitments. After all, running a business is no small feat, and Fritz's decision to step back from the day-to-day operations may have been a necessary move in order to focus on his health and well-being. The situation also highlights a larger trend within the world of reality television and the businesses that emerge from it. As stars like Fritz and Wolf become more famous, the expectations placed on them grow. They are expected to not only be experts in their field, but also to maintain a certain level of perfection in all aspects of their lives. This can create a disconnect between the public persona and the reality of day-to-day life. For fans, it can be difficult to reconcile the image of the passionate, hands-on antique expert with the reality of a dusty, disorganized store. In the coming weeks, it will be interesting to see how Fritz handles the fallout from the controversy. Will he take a more active role in the store, or will he continue to distance himself from its management? Will the backlash lead to changes in the way the store is run, or will it be a case of too little, too late? Only time will tell. But for now, the controversy surrounding Frank Fritz's antique store serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame and the pressures that come with it. For many fans of American pickers, the story of Frank Fritz's store is more than just a scandal. It's a reflection of the challenges that come with balancing passion in business, fame, and authenticity. The antique world, once seen as a humble and nostalgic escape, has now become a place where expectations are high and reality can sometimes fall short. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.